Good morning and welcome to Relationship Wednesday with Coach Ellis. I'm your relationship coach, and today on Wednesdays I spend some time talking to people about having great relationships, particularly women over the age of 30 who are in, have been in, or want to be in relationships with men. However, because these are the relationship universal lessons, or as I call them, the rules, they tend to apply to just about all kinds of relationships. So we're spending time now we have been for the last couple of weeks, talking about Gary Chapman's 5 love languages. So Lady D, we've covered the words of affection. We've covered words of affirmation, and we've covered quality time. So today I want to talk about this idea of receiving gifts. Now, when I first saw this as a love language, I said receiving gifts. That sounds a whole lot like materialism. That sounds a whole lot like, what's the difference between having the love language of receiving gifts and being a gold digger? I did not get it. But then as I began to really look and read about this and really research this, it became very apparent that the idea of receiving gifts is not about the gift. It is about the effort and the time and the affection put behind receiving the gift. I heard one person put it to me this way: the gift is a tangible reminder of the affection necessary to think about giving the gift, or actually, it's the tangible reminder of the intimacy that we share together, not sexual, but the intimacy. So, CJ, the idea of giving gifts to our loved one who has a language of receiving gifts is that we take time, we take effort, we sacrifice to go get them something, and so and the gift, if it comes out of a Cracker Jack box or it comes from Zales, if the effort's behind it, that's what counts. That's why when you can give what most people would consider insignificant gifts. I know a guy who would travel, and everywhere he goes, his loved one was really into hot sauces. So everywhere he went, he bought a different hot sauce, Christina. He'd bring one from Mexico City. He'd bring one from Miami. He'd bring one from New York. He'd bring one from Italy. He'd bring one from Texas. Every time he came home, he brought a bottle of hot sauce. Why was that? It's not like his loved one ate the hot sauce. Loved one had a collection of hot sauce bottles all over the house, but they were reminders that while he was away from her, he was thinking about her, and he brought her something to remind her of that intimacy. So when I travel, I make sure that my loved one gets something from where I am, because where I am, she is as well. And so this idea of receiving gifts, it's really about I'm thinking about you while I'm away from you, whether I'm away at work or I'm away on business. And I take time out of it's a sacrifice that we make. So those who receive gifts, those who receive gifts, Denise, they look at, he had to actually give up a weekend of golf to pay for this day at the spa that I have. Wow, I love him so much because of the sacrifices that he makes. So if we really want to have great relationships, and her love language or his love language is receiving gifts, remember, it's more about the effort to go about getting the gift than it is about the gift itself. If it becomes about the gift, it now becomes materialism. It becomes about the effort, the heart. Because at the end of the day, if I spend time and energy and my imagination to find a gift that is specifically designed for you, don't go and get a cookie cutter gift that anybody would get. It should have significance, because when I buy a gift for her, I want it to mean something to her. Whether it costs me $1 or $1,000, it should mean something to her, because that's what this love language about receiving gifts is all about. So when you love someone who has a gift, pick out gifts thinking about them. And I promise you, if you speak their language, they will speak yours. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. Got questions or comments? Leave them down below. Hit me up on Facebook at Coach Ellis, or email me at coach@therulz, THERULZ.com. Until next week, have a one tablets relationship Wednesday. Think about receiving the gifts. God bless you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.